Welcome back, my dear architecture aficionados, to another episode of NYC Skyline Stories. Your guide, as always, is Arthur, the man who knows these concrete, steel, and glass behemoths better than they know themselves. Today's subject, the Bear Stearns Tower, a building with a story as dramatic as any you'd find on Broadway. Or perhaps, more accurately, on Wall Street.
Wow, Mr. Arthur, it's huge! It looks like a giant robot's helmet. Was it built by the bad guys, like in the movies?
Not quite, Ben. Not quite. Though there were certainly some characters within these walls who might qualify. This sleek tower, completed in 2002, is the brainchild of architect David Childs, the very same gentleman who gave us the One World Trade Center. A man who clearly has a penchant for reaching for the sky.
What style is it? It looks kind of fancy, but also a bit retro.
Sharp eye, my boy. It's a postmodern number with a distinct nod to Art Deco. Observe the octagonal form, reminiscent of the skyscrapers of the 30s. And that crown, Ben, that glorious glass crown, 70 feet of pure, unadulterated showmanship. Illuminated at night. It's like a beacon for, well, let's just say, for those with a very healthy bank account. It earned the nickname Darth Vader's Tower. So you can imagine the aura this building has.
And who lived there, Mr. Arthur? Superheroes?
Close, but no cigar. This was the lair of Bear Stearns, once a titan of the investment world. Think Wolves of Wall Street, but with much more opulent dens.
Wolves? Like the ones that howl at the moon?
Something like that, Ben. These wolves howled at market fluctuations. Bear Stearns was a giant, a colossus. Until 2008, that is.
What happened in 2008, Mr. Arthur?
The great financial crisis, my boy. A perfect storm of questionable decisions and, shall we say, unrestrained ambition. Bear Stearns went belly up, like a ship with too many holes in its hull. A cautionary tale, if ever there was one.
Mr. Arthur, that big shiny tower of bronze and glass next door, the new 270 Park Avenue, is kind of in the way. Could we, maybe just move it aside for a minute so we can keep looking at the Bear Stearns building from all angles, keep orbiting?
Consider it done, Ben. In the world of NYC Skyline Stories, we have our ways. Just a little urban renewal, courtesy of our imaginary skyline shifters. Don't try this at home, kids. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. The tower, like a stoic phoenix, remained. J.P. Morgan Chase, another financial behemoth, swept in and claimed it as their own. It's a symbol, Ben, of the ever-shifting fortunes of this city. A lesson, perhaps, that even the tallest towers can be shaken to their foundations.
And inside, Mr. Arthur? Is it as amazing as it looks from out here?
The lobby, Ben, is a marvel of engineering. 70 feet tall, not a single column to interrupt the view, just shimmering walls of glass. An ideal setting for brokering billion-dollar deals, or perhaps contemplating one's losses, depending on the day, of course. And back to its rightful place.
So, is it a happy tower or a sad tower, Mr. Arthur?
It's a New York tower, Ben. It's both. It's a reminder that success can be fleeting, that even at the top, one must keep one's feet firmly on the ground. And it's a symbol of the resilience of this city, always rising, always rebuilding, even after the most spectacular falls. And, let's not forget, it has the most known nickname, Darth Vader Building, for its dark, imposing crown. And that, my friends, concludes our tale for today. Remember, Build your dreams on solid foundations, and don't be blinded by the glitter of glass crowns. Until our next architectural adventure, this is Arthur, signing off. One more thing, before we vanish into the urban ether. If you found this journey through the rise and fall of the Bear Stearns Tower as captivating as a well-structured balance sheet, and perhaps even more so, do consider subscribing to our channel.
Yeah, and hit that like button. It helps us make more awesome videos about these amazing buildings. It's free and cool.
Indeed, Ben. It's free, and dare I say, cool. And should you feel so inclined, you can even tap that little bell icon. We wouldn't want you to miss our next skyscraper saga, would we?